Me again. Hey, I like writing lyrics best of all. Riffs, chords, melodies, that's all fine. But I really enjoy the writing of lyrics. Give me a great first line and I'm off to the races. Good title, whatever. Anyway, the rest writes itself. You just sort of throw out stream of consciousness ideas, then go back later and see what you got. And generally a theme will appear. Even when I have musical dry spells and can't put two chords together, for years at a time sometimes. The lyrics never stop. The wordplay, whether it's puns or just random rhymes, things that sound good, I know I'll use them someday. And so you can't fix what's wrong if you don't have something to fix. So write is what I say. I come up with as much as I can, whether it links to anything or not, because every once in a while I'll stumble across one line and a song comes, like with my song, The Ghost of Lowell George. I just was rooting through a drawer and found a scrap of paper and had one line from several years earlier. It's in the corner of a bar, so dark it could blind a bat. That's all it said. Well, I got a whole great song out of it from that one line that was just getting dusty. I read that Bob Dylan told Mike Campbell and Tom Petty to overwrite because they would, need 3 verses. Bob said, don't stop there, write 25. Then you'll have a wealth of lines to choose from. And who knows if it's like on the 23rd or 24th verse is the magic. Your best lines might come from that. Anyway, it's good to have a wealth of extra material. Hooks can include accenting the wrong syllable on a word in a vocal. I love doing that. I'll get some examples someday. But if you listen to your favorite songs, I'll bet you'll find a couple words that you would never speak them the way they're sung. I am a pun lover. Many people don't like puns, but I'm a proponent of puns and alliteration. And let's see, I like also reversing the nouns in common phrases and expressions. You can get a funny turn of phrase that way. You still have to create your own melodies, harmonies, and instrumentation and tempo and so on. But if you got some good lyrics, that makes it kind of exciting to work on the melody. And you can, I have a thing, I kind of like writing linear songs where it's not verse, chorus, bridge, verse, chorus. All the parts are different sequentially, maybe bookends. The first part and the last part are the same. I kind of like that experimental arrangement. But do what you got to do. Just write a bunch of good words, and sometimes they'll tell you what the melody should be. Sing them a cappella while you're driving. I hate doing dishes, and guess when the best ideas come? Doing dishes. So I got a lot of wrinkly paper from wet hands writing. But whatever it takes to get the job done, write all you can. The end. Guess who? Me again with part 2 of the lyric ideas and inspirations I might be able to help somebody with. Beginner, intermediate, whatever. Anyway, there's a thing called prosodic dissonance, which I really like. I don't know why. It's when the wrong syllable's accented. Some of the best examples I can think of are in the Fleetwood Mac song Dreams, When the Rain Washes You Clean, You'll Know. My favorite is Donovan, Where Your Love Like Heaven, with the line, Alizarian Crimson, instead of Alizarian Crimson. Probably the best known one is Imagine, with Imagine All the People, and Lennon again with Glass Onion, Looking Through a Glass Onion. It kind of makes the song interesting. It's quirky, and you don't even notice it at first. I don't. Anyway, I think that's a tip. Try to do that sometimes just as an exercise. Another part 2 would be, if you're writing a normal, say, 3-verse pop song, put maybe the first verse 3 to 4 words per line. Second verse, increase it maybe 5 to 8. And then for the bridge, back it up and just hold one long note and one word or one syllable through a whole line. And maybe it's a 4-chord progression. So 4 words might be enough. Put the title there is a good idea. And then launch into verse 3 from that, because with that bridge holding one note, it's an opportunity to build killer harmonies. And then bust into verse 3 and really up the game with 9 to 12 words per verse and just gallop along that way. Maybe even do a modulation going into it, or even a mid-verse modulation. Yeah, that's cool. Anyway, that might be a way to break it up. And at the same time, I like to sometimes have the same exact cadence for all 3 verses and choruses, but have completely different music for each one. The timing is the same, the phrasing is the same, the melody could even be the same, but over different chords, or a continuing riff. That's just something to experiment with too. You might come up with a little gem. So give those a try.